Our next fourth award, the IHFS Excellence Award for Performing Arts, that's Srimati Usha Radhi Subramaniam. Can we call upon the following family members to provide the citation to receive the award? Citation will be done by Mr. Kabilan Subramanian, Srimati Usharani Subramaniam son.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to say a few words in honor of Srimati Usharani Subramaniam, who is also my grandmother.
And my mum. Srimati Usharani Maniam is a prominent figure in the world of Bharatanatyam. Her journey in this classical dance form began at the young age of 4, and she later graduated from Bhaskar's Academy of Dance. Recognized as a child prodigy, at the age of 9, she was awarded a gold medal by the Mayor of Penang. Usharani soon became a household name, performing for foreign dignitaries, in temples, on television, and at special events.
She was a senior dancer of the troupe that represented Singapore in the Adelaide Festival of Arts in 1973, and a year later in Moscow as well. Furthermore, she has represented Singapore in India, Indonesia, Malaysia, France, Holland, and Texas, USA. As a dance guru, Srimati Usharani Subramaniam started teaching at community centers and schools from 1976, where students participated in the annual youth festival competitions, and many of the items were awarded gold. With the establishment of her dance academy, Usharani students performed on numerous occasions at the Chingay Festival, Deepavali dance procession, as well as during the Tamil New Year. Apart from this, her students have also performed various times at multiple temples during Navaratri and other religious and cultural events.
As a choreographer, Usharani choreographed dance dramas for children's television programs, Silver Nigalchigal, and staged 4 live mega productions, Shiva Utsavam in 2000, Shagundala in 2005, Alia Maha Utsavam in 2015, and Natpu in 2018. Furthermore, the Dance Academy was invited to perform at the Hindu Temple in Perth, Australia in June 7, 2001 for a grand fundraising show. The event was a success which raised 60,000 for the funding for the temple's renovation. Her talent and dedication are evident in the achievements of her students, with over 45 Arangetrams to date, with many more to come. Additionally, 6 graduates presented solo dance programs for charity recently.
In 2012, Usharani Maniam Dance Academy represented Singapore at the Shivaratri Festival in India, performing at revered temples such as Tanjavur, Big Temple, Kumbakonam, and Chidambaram. These performances were highly praised and highlighted in the newspaper reports locally. To mark Singapore's SG50 celebration, Usharani's Academy performed dance dramas Alaya Maha Utsavam for the opening of Kalyana Mandapams at Perumal and Tandayudabani temples, which was a proud moment for the Academy and its students.
Last year was particularly exceptional for Usharani Maniam Dance Academy. In July, her students staged a 3-day performance titled Navanartanam, 9 Emotions at the Esplanade during Kala Utsavam, earning high praise. In November, her students also took part in the festival's closing event at the Esplanade's outdoor amphitheatre.
Srimati Usharani Maniam's outstanding contributions have earned her numerous accolades, including titles such as Natya Tilagam, Jewel of Dances from the Indian Movie News Club, Nityalaya, Nitya Kala Nipuna from the Nityalaya Aesthetic Society, Natya Kala Mani from Sri Bala Subramaniam Temple, and the Singer Gama Award for life achievement and contribution to classical Indian dance. She has also received a 20-year-long service award from the People's Association and most recently the title Natya Acharya Mani from Apsara's Arts.
My mum's illustrious career and enduring dedication to the art of Bharatanatyam makes her a celebrated and respected figure in the dance community. Over the years, she has not only excelled as a dancer, but has also played a pivotal role in nurturing the next generation of artists through her teaching and choreography. Many of her students today are also running their own dance schools. Her influence extends far beyond the stage as she continues to inspire and shape the cultural landscape in Singapore with her passion and commitment. Thank you.
Can we call upon our president, Mr. S.A. Nathanji, to present the ceremonial shawl to Srimadi Usha Rani Subramaniam. Everybody please give her a round of applause. And Mr. S.A. Nathan will now read the certificate of induction, which will be presented by Ms. Tin Pei Ling.
Usha Rani Maniam, in appreciation of your outstanding contribution to Singapore and in the process making the Indian community proud of your achievements, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Performing Arts, inducted on this day, 25th May 2024.
I'd like to call upon Ms. Tin Pei Ling to present the certificate. We can now hear a few words thanks from Srimadi Usha Rani Subramaniam. We'd like to say a few words.
I will give the mic to my son on my behalf to talk. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Honourable Member of Parliament, for Macpherson, Ms. Tin Pei Ling, friends, guests, and all members getting the awards today. This message typically will be read by my dad, but my dad's away on holiday, so he can't be here. But on behalf of my mum, I'll do my best. I was very delighted and humbled upon hearing that I was going to be inducted into the Indian Hall of Fame, Singapore. I would like to thank my late gurus, Mr. K. Bhaskar and Srimati Shanta Bhaskar, for laying the foundation in Bharatanatyam, which enabled me to excel in this art form. My gratitude also goes to my parents for their unrelenting support and encouragement, which enabled me to fulfill my dream of establishing myself as a prominent dancer and choreographer and guru. Noting the talent in me, I was selected to represent Singapore across 4 continents. As a guru, I've had a lasting impact on numerous students, some of whom have become teachers in their own right. Over the decades, I've produced television dance dramas, presented mega shows, among other events, becoming a prominent artist in the region. I have received many awards, but this induction is a recognition of my contribution to the growth of this ancient but timeless art form of Bharatanatyam in Singapore. This acknowledgement further energizes and reinforces my passion for this art form. With gratitude, Srimati Usha Rani Subramaniam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kabilan Subramaniam.
Thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know the evening is running faster than we think, but it's all for good purpose and very inspiring to kind of hear all of those. Unfortunately, our guest of honor, Ms. Tin Pei Ling, has got other commitments and she needs to be rushed off right now. So she will take leave politely, and her apologies to you that she can't actually stay till the end of the day. So, but we thank her wholeheartedly for making time to be here, Ms. Tin Pei Ling, and also for your speech, and also for supporting our Indian community and our efforts in these events. Any last words? before you leave?
Okay, so that's a bit spontaneous, but once again, a big thank you for having me here to be in your midst. I'm really honored meeting so many outstanding individuals who have made tremendous contributions to Singapore, our heritage, our society, our nation, and I could feel that tremendous pride that family members have as well. Celebrating the award recipients. So thank you so much for having me. I'm really sorry. It's time is a bit tight for me. I need to run to the next event. So please forgive me. But I will always, be here supporting you wherever I can. And again, all the best to all your endeavors ahead. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I've requested her to be our advisor. She says she's considering it. Thank you.
Okay, that only means that Mr. Indrajit Singh here with me, he's going to be giving all the rest of the awards. So all of you still have somebody special to be here with us to actually provide that. Okay, I'm going to go to the next award right now. The IHFS Excellence Award for Philanthropy goes to Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil. I would love to invite Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil to stage, and also Mr. Wiswa Sadasivan, who is going to be doing the citation for Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil. Round of applause, everyone. Thank you.
The floor of his father's market stall was his bed. He did several odd jobs to last the day. Starving was not new. Every meal and water mattered every day. He came to Singapore from Madras with his father when he was 5 years old. His mother and 4 sisters stayed back in Madras, which is today's Chennai. He dropped out of secondary school and had to take on any job that came his way. He developed a keen eye for opportunities in adversity. At the age of 18, he started his first company. He employed 2 people to help him with odd jobs in the construction sector. This included cleaning drains and maintaining construction cranes. His journey in volunteerism began when he was a boy. It started with him helping with the upkeep of the Bencoolen Mosque. Chores included dusting, cleaning, and preparing for prayers. Today, 40 years on, he is the chairman of the Bencoolen Mosque Management Committee. Issues close to his heart include education and welfare of children with disabilities and from broken homes. He is a firm believer that education is the ultimate social leveler. He also helps to build character and produce good human beings that are the cornerstone of the nation. He is also a firm believer that everyone deserves a second chance, or even a third or fourth. This is why he is a big supporter of and contributor to the Yellow Ribbon Fund Star Bursary. He donated over $200,000 specifically to support vocational and skills training of financially challenged ex-offenders. This is not just about livelihood. It is about dignity, which he believes everyone should be entitled to. He has also been a long-time supporter of the Straits Times School Pocket Money Fund. Even during the pandemic, he made a significant donation of $500,000 to support students from underprivileged families. The fund came into operation on the 1st of October 2000. Since then, he has helped over 18,000 families. Then there is the Bursary Fund, through which he supports financially needy students who are deserving and have enrolled in undergraduate degree programs. Each bursary is worth $5,000 for 1 academic year. You may ask in wonder how this man who grew up sleeping on the floor in a market stall and struggled to have his daily meals is able to donate so much and for so long. Well, that company he started when he was 18 years old, paved the way for what is today a group of companies with an annual revenue of $100 million. It's a multifaceted organization that provides seamless property and logistics solutions to small and medium-sized businesses as well as multinational corporations. This is what he said when asked what motivates him to give. Quote, "We are born with nothing, we will leave with nothing. When you're blessed in transit, you should give back." Apart from donating significant amounts of money, he spends hours every day, including weekends, volunteering and attending to requests from numerous charitable organizations. According to him, the biggest reward for volunteering and giving is a reminder of where and how he began, and knowing that he can now help others. He says, quote, "At the end of the day, the beneficiary's happiness will give you a lot of happiness that money cannot buy." I have personally known this man for several years. I have come to admire him for his quiet sense of purpose. We served together on the executive committee of SINDA. He speaks softly but with a loud voice, especially when it comes to helping the less fortunate. How he dresses usually, like today, shirt not tucked in, and usually with sandals, captures the spirit with which he gives, quietly but with a big heart. Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductee into the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore, Excellence Award for Philanthropy. Please welcome Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil.
Yes, I would like to call upon Mr. Nathanji to actually present the ceremonial shawl to Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil. Big round of applause, everyone. Mr. Nathanji will also now read the induction memo.
I think I'm going to make it shorter because it's getting late. I know you all have been a bit impatient, so I'm just going to cut it short. I mean, you all know what their wordings are by now, by heart already. So, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Philanthropy. Inducted on this day, 25th May 2024.
Okay, now we'll have a few words of thanks from Mr. Muhammad Abdul Jalil.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Indrajit Singh, Nathanji, my two doctors, VP Nair and Dinesh Nair, Uncle Pani, and elders. It was a surprise for me when Mr. Najan G called me that he's going to give us an award. Firstly, I was very reluctant. I said there are many others in the row. He said, no, just take it. So to give him the respect, I accept it. I have to. Now, I'm also happy that recognition has been given. At the same time, I like to thank Singapore and Singaporeans for giving me the opportunity to build my dreams in Singapore. But I like to correct one small thing. I was born in Singapore, not in India. There's always a mistake going on saying that I'm born in India. No, I was born in Singapore. So I like to thank Singapore and Singaporeans for giving me the opportunity to build my dreams, especially the areas which nobody wants to go is the field of constructions. So I saw the opportunity there. I wanted to work honestly, sincerely, and with the dream that today we start small, tomorrow we can grow big. And that has given me a result in Singapore. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your thanks. Carry on doing your good work, and you inspire us to do more good work just like you. Thank you. Okay, without further ado, the next award for the Indian Hall of Fame Excellence Award for Entrepreneurship goes to Dr. T. Chandru. He's a man who's very familiar to most of us. He's ever present in his community work and important areas we can. Please come forward, sir. It's a proud moment for all of us to have you here and to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Please, I would like to call upon Miss Pamela Arumenathan to actually do the citation for Dr. T. Chandru. So, Miss Pamela.
Like my father, I'm a woman of very few words, so I hope I don't take more than 2 minutes to do this. I'm very honored to introduce a remarkable individual, Mr. Dr. T. Chandru. We know him as the dynamic chairman and CEO of Modern Montessori International, MMI. Under his leadership, MMI has blossomed into the world's largest Montessori franchise, with over 70 preschools and training colleges in 14 countries. His journey is as impressive as it is inspiring. He holds a Doctor of Business Administration from Southern Cross University, an MBA from the University of East London. His expertise doesn't stop there. He's also a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Marketing and a master trainer in neuro-linguistic programming. Dr. Chandru has received numerous awards ranging from entrepreneurship to philanthropy and many more over the years. In fact, if I can take some information from Google, in 2006, he was awarded Entrepreneur of the Year by Rotary and ASME. In 2009, he was awarded Singapore Leading Indian Entrepreneur for Large Enterprises by SICKI and DBS. In 2010, he won the Outstanding Entrepreneur Award given by Asia Pacific Enterprises. How does he do this? I think it's his secret blend of professional excellence and heartfelt generosity. I think if you bottle that, you could sell that. That would be another business for you. Now in 2024, we are here to honor Dr. Chandru with the Indian Hall of Fame Entrepreneurship. Excellence for Entrepreneurship. This award goes because of your unwavering dedication to fostering innovation and a spirit of enterprise. Please, everyone, join me here so as we can celebrate his exceptional contributions and achievements.
So, Dr. T. Chandru for winning this award for entrepreneurship.
In appreciation of your outstanding contributions to Singapore and in the process, making the Indian community proud of your achievements, the Indian Hall of Fame, Singapore, cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award of Entrepreneurship.
Well done, congratulations. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. Chandru to say a few words of thanks to the award.
Good evening. My good friend, Inderjit Singh, Nathan Ji, and I have many, many good friends here. I'm deeply honored and humbled to receive this special award. Now, this award holds a special place in my heart as it recognizes not just my individual achievements, but it also celebrates the cultural heritage that has shaped me into what I am today. Indeed, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Nathanji, the founder of this non-profit society, and the esteemed panel of judges headed by Mr. Indrajit for selecting me for this distinguished award. Amongst many eminent personalities like Colonel Guru, Mr. Satpal, now I feel indeed very honored to be in their midst. Indeed, it recognizes the importance of entrepreneurship within the Indian community and for honoring individuals who have made significant contributions. I'm incredibly grateful to my family. My wife is here, Shashikala, and for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout my entrepreneurial journey. Their belief in me has been my driving force, and I would not be standing here today without their love and guidance. Certainly, there are many mentors, many friends who have been with me and who have stood by me. Indeed, I value their good advice, and they have inspired me to achieve what I've done. As a matter of fact, I heard the citation. It was the first time that I heard Pam reading those nice words. I think they were too exaggerated. I think anyone can achieve, and I'm in the midst of so many great achievers. So once again, thank you, and I thank Nathanji for this award.
Thank you, Dr. T. Chandru. Appreciate all the kind words that you said about the IFHS as well. The next award for excellence for media, broadcast, and journalism goes to Mr. Wiswa Sadasivan. Congratulations, sir. Please come forward to the stage. I would like to also call upon Mr. Kesavapani. Mr. Kesavapani is former High Com to Malaysia, so he was also there, and he will be doing the citation. Congrats.
Good evening, friends. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here, especially to read the citation for my buddy, lunchtime buddy, together with Indrajit Singh. But this is, I don't know why Nathan decided to give this for journalism. I would like to give it for bravery. Because you see a man here who has battled with none other than Lee Kuan Yew. Those of you who don't know the story is that Wiswa wrote something and Lee Kuan Yew didn't like it. But just as well, Lee Kuan Yew had to swallow whatever was said. There are not many people in Singapore who live to clash swords with Lee Kuan Yew and be alive today to tell the tale. So, yeah. But I've got to do my duty and say, an inconvenient question. Because Wiswa is very fond of asking other people inconvenient questions. Today I'm going to ask him an inconvenient question. The inconvenient question is, how and why did Mr. Nathanji and the panel choose Wiswa to be one of the inducted into the Hall of Fame? Okay, the answer is this. The answer is, Wiswa started life in the Singapore Broadcasting Company in 1983. And climbing up the ladder, he made many firsts in Singapore. He led a team to televise parliamentary proceedings. Until then, Parliament was a closed shop. We didn't know what the members of Parliament were doing, but he was one of those who brought Parliament into the people's homes. So today, we know whether they are sleeping, they are watching, whether they are texting. So that, I think, is a great achievement. From 1985 to 1990, Wiswa was selected to be the producer of PM Lee Kuan Yew's National Day rally speech. Now, that order is not given lightly, you know. And it's a very risky thing, because if anything goes wrong, your head is chopped off. Now, this gave him the unique opportunity when he was only in his 20s to work closely and exchange political views with the founding PM. So we know where the bravery comes from. In 1988, Wiswa was appointed the overall producer in charge of the TV coverage of the landmark general elections. It was the largest ever electronic production involving 13 broadcasting outside stations and over 1,000 personnel, 65 presenters and reporters in all 4 languages. In the control panel alone, there were more than 100 monitors. It was a live coverage. So we were witness to what his achievements were, because we were part of the elections process. In 1989, Wiswa launched 2 hard-nosed English current affairs programs called Contact Y, a youth program, and Talking Point. It's the longest-running current affairs programs in Singapore's history. And Wiswa was the first anchor presenter. In 1990, to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Singapore's independence, Wiswa produced a 50-minute documentary to capture the events leading to the eventual separation from Malaysia. Now, this is a historical event. It was titled The 9th of August. It features interviews with political leaders such as Tunku Abdul Rahman, the first Prime Minister of Malaysia and Singapore's first PM. Till today, it's considered a landmark documentary. In 1993, Wiswa was producer in charge of the coverage of Singapore's first presidential elections, when Mr. Ong Teng Cheong was voted as Singapore's first elected president. So the list goes on, and to save time, what I will just highlight 1 or 2. The main claim to fame, Wiswa was appointed a nominated member of parliament, and he served the term with distinction. He launched, in 2015, he launched the IQ, Inconvenient Questions I just mentioned. And this has become a household. Today, you can watch on YouTube the inconvenient questions that are posted. And I would advise you to watch the latest one. It was Inconvenient Questions with none other than Mr. Inderjit Singh. And it is fascinating. It is really fascinating. So he has brought up really some landmark issues. Now, in conclusion, let me say that not many people speak up in Singapore, because there is a question of fear, there is a question of whether you will be pulled up, whether you will be at risk. But Wiswa is one of those who just took it on himself, and the country, the richer, the community is better for it. On that note, I salute my good friend Wiswa for having done this.
Thank you, Mr. Kesavani, sir. And now Mr. S. Nathan will be will be presenting the ceremonial shawl to Mr. Wiswa Sadasivan. Congratulations, Wiswa. And also Nathanji will also read out the induction paragraph.
Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Media Broadcast Journalism, inducted on this day, 25th May 2024. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. And Mr. Wiswa, would you like to say a few words of thanks?
I'm deeply honored to be given this award and recognition. You know, it's one thing being recognized. You can even be recognized by the country, but to be recognized by your own community, it's an emotional thing. It's moments like this where I'm proud to be a member of the Indian community. Thank you very much, Ambassador Pani, my dear friend, for the kind words. I just have a couple of points to make. When I was 12 years old, I had the privilege of being admitted to Raffles Institution. It was in Bras Basar Road, the original Raffles Institution. A lot of us don't know where it was. It's where Raffles City, the monstrosity, sits. That's where Raffles Institution was. And my father took me there. It was one of those rare occasions when my father held my hand with affection. Fathers don't normally do that. And I remember walking across the lawn, and my father told me this in my language, Malayalam. He told me, I don't like Lee Kuan Yew. He told me I don't like Lee Kuan Yew because he was a supporter of the Workers' Party. But he said, you better respect him for the rest of your life. And he told me, because if we were not in Singapore, if we were in India, we would have been too poor for you to get into the premier institution. That's meritocracy. And he told me this, I'm giving you an education not for yourself, not for aggrandization. I'm giving you an education to be a voice for people who don't have the privilege of having a voice. So joining journalism, being a broadcast journalist, being a TV anchor, being a nominated member of parliament, speaking up, speaking out, it's not about courage, it's about following my father's commandment. And that commandment takes you very far in life. We don't pay enough credit to our parents for what they've imbibed in us. Courage is not something you just inculcate. Courage is something that is inside. It must be in your inner recesses because it cannot fade. It cannot and must not fade. I believe in my country. And Colonel Guru, just one moment. I just want to say this to you. You've been a huge inspiration for me in my national service in the armed forces. You and General Kirpal Ramvich. And I want you to know this. The importance of exemplars. You are an exemplar, not just as a professional, but a moral exemplar. And it's people like you, and Colonel Guru, I'd like to say this. You inspired me to do 41 years of national service. A lot of my friends tell me I'm dumb. Perhaps I am. It takes a certain amount of idiocy to have that loyalty. Thank you, sir. So I'd like to end with this. It's not about courage. It's about love for nation. I love my country. And that love will continue to allow me the license to speak my mind. Thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Wiswasadasivan. Such inspiring words. Very meaningful as well. Thank you so much, sir. Deserved award. All right, next award, IHFS Excellence Awards for a medical contribution. Medical contribution goes to Dr. Uma Rajan. Such an amazing lady, such an inspiring lady. It was just my privilege to kind of meet her in person earlier today and now. And also I'd like to call upon Dr. V.P. Nair as well, who's going to do the citation for Dr. Uma Rajan.
I have the honor to speech on Dr. Uma Rajan. If you look at both of us, you may realize that we are on the same vintage. What I mean is not in age alone, because I know Uma when she was in the junior college. I was in the St. Andrews. And then we used to meet on and off. But the most important thing is that Uma, after qualifying with MBBS, just like I did MBBS, and then she went into health, postgraduate degree in health, and then she was the head of the department for quite some time. And she had many honors. She has published many papers, and she has done a lot of social work. Apart from the Ministry of Health, she also worked in the Buddhist Lodge, if you're not mistaken, and she was a consultant there. And then for the Indian community, whenever the Kerala Association had functions, Uma always used to sing beautiful songs. Now, not only Uma, her sister gave a song with the music by A.R. Rahman, known as Margari Puve. I don't sing because she's better than me. Right. And then that became a very popular song. Her father was a doctor, Dr. Shankar, and also a family physician. And if I now remember, my father had taken me as a small boy to see him one of these days when there was an influenza epidemic. So we know for a long time. And she is a Malayali, she is a Tamil, but she is a Singaporean. Just like I am a Malayali born in this part of the world, but the Malayali, I speak Hindi, Tamil, etc., and many languages. So she's a very talented lady, and I'm very proud to say that the IHFS is decided to give her the greatest honor of giving an award for excellence in medicine and health. Thank you, Uma.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. V.P. Nair, for a nice citation over there. We would like Mr. S.A. Nathan to present the ceremonial shawl.
Dr. Uma Rajan, BBM, PBS, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Medical Contribution. inducted on this day, 25th May 2024.
Calling upon Dr. Uma Rajan to say a few words of thanks.
As a lady in sari, I have to remain a little bit more calm, collected, not like all the men before me who really boisterously spoke so wide and so loud. And they touched on so many aspects of their life. A woman always is a bit soft, so I suppose today I'm going soft. What I'm looking at is essay. I remember you more because of the film stars. I remember I had the opportunity of, with him, meeting Padmini Ragini, Lalita Padmini Ragini, Vaijayantimala, the whole lot. So I want to thank SA first for having given me and a lot of the young people memories of those days, which till today remains in our minds. And in some albums, we do have the pictures. And this particular event here, as I look around, practically everybody in every side, Satpal, Rita, I look at Viswa, I look Satpal and I met at ACS primary when we went to admit our son to primary 1. I remember that. So I have memories for everybody here. Usha Rani, Kavita, of course, our occupational therapist is doing beautifully. And I look around some more here, a lot of them. Hardyal Singh, Mr. Hardyal Singh, I have visited your Gyan Singh in Raffles Place. And I bought material called seersucker cotton, which is used for skirts. So, this is, and before he went into the sari line, it was fantastic Western outfits that we used to make. And that was Gyan Singh. So I will never forget what a lovely opportunity you gave for us for that lovely materials. Thank you so much for that. And I know many people thought I'll be here talking about arts. I'm not going to talk about arts today. My medical contribution, I want to highlight one. I think the one that I'm very proud of was when Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, Prime Minister, announced my name as the person who brought in this health booklet. I never realized 40 years ago, I designed this health booklet and I had to find money to print it because we were a school health service was not, we never brought in revenue for the ministry. We only used the money for them, all free of charge. So what happened was when the health booklet, I designed it, I was fighting for money. It was so difficult. Nobody bothered. Finally did it. 40 years later, here I'm thanked for that health booklet. So that I think in preventive health, I went into preventive health and community medicine because of a health issue. I wanted to do pediatrics, but I couldn't, so I went into preventive. But preventive health takes a long time to show its effects. But I really am very, very grateful to PM Lee at the time for having announced. And from that day, he became a good friend of mine in a way. Wherever he saw me, he would shake. So it was a lovely day for me. Thank you so much for having given me that memory, Mr. Lee. And thank you so much, Mr. Nathanji. I called you Nathanji for all the lovely things you have said about me. VP, all these lovely things you said about me. Yes, we did go a long way together. And thank you so much to every one of you here. I'm sure I have some memories of you. Thank you very much. And thank you to every one of you. Inderjit Singh, thank you very much. I remember seeing you at we had the alumni for the NC committees. Thank you so much. And I will be leaving now because I'm already late at home. But thank you so much. But I wish every one of you else, everybody else who's coming here, all the best. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, thank you. Big round of applause to Dr. Uma Rajan. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, the next award to be presented is the IHFS Excellence Award for Legal Contribution. And for this, we're giving this award to Mr. Satpal Qatar. Please come forward to the stage, sir. I think we're going to have Pamela to do the citations for this one.
So, Mr. Satpal Qatar, what can I say? So many have already introduced you today, even before we have got to this point. But I must read out some of the accolades that you've had from before. In fact, I heard that you're a prominent lawyer, an astute businessman, and a dedicated community leader. So what touched my heart when I read about you was that you actually you serve on the Presidential Council for Minority Rights for over 20 years. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. And you're also a lifetime trustee at SINDA as well. That's also very close to my heart. Thank you very much for that. You help very much in serving the Indian community. With what you have, how much time do you really have to serve the community with everything that you do? But yet you do find the time, and with so many other people here as well, they have spoken about you and they have also helped the community, and so have you. I'm very touched. Thank you very much. Please, everyone, join me in giving Padma Shri Satpal Qatar the Indian Hall of Fame Excellence Award for legal contribution. Thank you.
Now Nadanji will be presenting the ceremonial shawl. Congratulations, sir. And then also the induction certificate.
Mr. Satpal Qatar, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Legal Contribution, inducted on this day, 25th May 2020.
Mr. Satpal Qatar, we would like a few words of thanks from you.
My good friend Inderjit, Nadanji, plenty of friends here. I am proud to be your friend. We have heard many speeches. They've all been heartfelt and they are important. Our community is a small community, but an important community in Singapore. And that is why there are people here who are getting the award. I'm not sure I deserve it, but I'm still grateful to all of you for witnessing this, and to our organizers and Inderjit and all my many friends here. Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the next awards, which is the IHFS Excellence Awards for Contribution for Special Needs Community. Miss Kavita Krishnan, everybody please give her a round of applause. With that, we're going to call upon her husband, Mr. Imran Manaf, to do the citation, and the family members, father, Mr. Krishnan, to be seated on stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and friends. I would like to take this opportunity to provide the citation for Kavita Krishnan, my wife, business partner, best friend, and also partner in crime. Kavita Krishnan's impressive career encompasses both her accomplishments as a dancer representing Singapore internationally and her impactful contributions to the arts community, especially in the context of social causes and diversity and inclusion. Kavita is the co-founder and creative director of social enterprise Apsara Asia Private Limited, and also artistic director and co-founder of Maya Dance Theatre, a non-profit arts company dedicated to utilizing the arts as a powerful tool for social change and promoting positive impact in our community. In 2018, Kavita, a trained occupational therapist herself, embarked on creating a community dance initiative known as Diverse Abilities Dance Collective, DADC. DADC is a space where differently able individuals are able to realize the dreams of being semi-professional artists. Its purpose is to celebrate differences, promote inclusion, and showcase the potential of artistic expression to bridge gaps and promote understanding among people of all abilities, including seniors. Since its inception, DADC has presented several performances in Singapore and internationally, and also collaborated with international artistic directors. In July this year, Kavita will be leading DADC to perform for the World Down Syndrome Congress with the support from National Arts Council. Through her service, Kavita has also received awards and recognitions for her contributions. This include the Women with a Heart Award from Singapore Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Natya Kala Nipuna title from Bhaskars Academy, and was also a finalist of the Silent Heroes Award. Kavita's artistic journey amplifies the incredible potential of the arts, emphasizing the transformative power in addressing societal challenges and as a medium to build connections, convey messages, and uplift individuals and communities. Kavita strongly believes in dance and healing, and that dance can be a medium for community building. With that, I would like to congratulate Kavita for receiving this award. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Imran Manaf. With that, can we call Mr. Inderjit Singh to present the shawl and the certificate to Madam Kavita Krishnan? Thank you so much. Ms. Kavita Krishnan, do you want to say a few words?
Good evening, everyone. My respected greetings to our guest of honors and everyone here tonight. I stand here feeling nervous because I stand alongside doyens and giants who have contributed immensely towards our society. It is the most humbling moment for me, and I begin extending my heartfelt gratitude for this recognition. I honor this recognition as a huge encouragement for my passion and Maya Dance Theatre's initiative to support diversely able dancers to grow a professional identity through the arts. The team of dancers with special needs, they perform alongside professionals, teach at special schools and preschools, and are co-trainers, and bring joy to seniors in senior care settings, engaging them with and through movements. We believe, and so they continue. Not everyone has a role model to begin with. And I was blessed, my mom, late Mrs. Indra Krishnan, or fondly known as Indra Teacher, was a silent hero in my eyes. She, being a Tamil teacher for more than 5 decades, gave her time and efforts helping students enjoy learning the language about life beyond just the language. She specifically helped many from the low-income families to excel, as she believed education was key to a better life. She always reminded that a hungry tummy can never fill the mind, so she will feed her students first before giving them free tuition at home. I witnessed those moments which became my cornerstones for my path today. And of course, not forgetting my guru, late Cultural Medallion Laureate Mrs. Neela Satyalingam, who gave me the skill and parted the craft that helped me carve this path here today, which enables me to walk with many, many more through the community initiative of Maya Dance Theatre to touch lives. From young, I have been graced by many good souls and have seen them give generously towards a good cause. I have witnessed how it shaped individuals and rippled kindness. I was truly inspired to also give. Trained also as an occupational therapist, I found the marriage between profession and my passion for dance enables the creation of an inclusive space for diversely abled individuals. Each one of the dances in DADC bring joy, love, and kindness in return to our space, and together, taking small steps, we ripple forward to many more as a team. And I won't have it any other way. Standing here this evening, I take pride in dedicating this moment to my mom, who left us suddenly 2 years ago, my family, my dad, who was here, Mr. Krishnan, with me on stage, and my husband, my partner in crime, my aunt Shanti, and my mother-in-law Shabira, my 2 other mothers, and Maya Dance Theatre and DADC's teams of dancers, including their parents and an advisor like Dr. Balbir Singh, who's here today for his elder brother. I cannot do this without the support and the kindness and the love of these people who surround me to offer, to give. Last but not least, hearty congratulations to all awardees, the organizing team, for greeting us with this special moment, and thank you to our guest of honors and all of you, our special guests who are witnessing this very special moment of giving. And I know my mom is watching from up there. So this is for her. Mummy. Thank you for setting the path and seeing me through so I can continue the trail of giving forward and receiving at the same time. Thank you to Uncle Nathan to have believed in me. And thank you to all of you for your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Kavita Krishnan, for the very, very aspiring speech. Thank you.